Starting off this episode with news that is good. Ashley Lucas has been traded, and I wouldn't normally start an episode off on this screen except for the fact that I did this trade just pitching it out there to see would they be willing to take him. How close are we? Probably like halfway. See if I got to put a first, second, third rounder in there or whatever. And then they accepted it. Bye Ashley Lucas. We have a new running back. Now, something that's kind of interesting, and maybe this is why they got Ashley Lucas or were okay with trading for Duane or getting rid of Duane Kilgore, is that he has 1 year left in his contract, and maybe they couldn't re-sign him. We could have re-signed Ashley Lucas, or we could have technically, but I didn't want to spend the money on him. So Duane Kilgore, 1 year in his deal, I'm hoping we could re-sign him, because if not, then we're in a whole lot of trouble. Now, here's why I'm kind of excited about Duane Kilgore. First of all, we got a superstar depth trait, so that is a little bit less than what we have with Ashley Lucas, who is a superstar depth trait, or superstar X-Factor depth trait, excuse me. He's an 84 overall, he's 24 years of age, 98 speed, 91 acceleration. This is looking good. 93 agility, 89 carry, 83 ball carrier vision. What I'm really hyped about, though, is 88 juke move, 88 spin move, 89 elusiveness. We're going to get that stuff up very quickly. He cannot catch, though, which is kind of important for us right now. His injury rating is pretty high. From an ability standpoint, he has jukebox, which is good news. We get another ability at 90 overall, which is probably a couple of seasons away the way that we run the ball right now, but still, got a guy with an ability, got a guy that has very good ratings. We just got to try to make sure we sign him to a long-term deal and play it out from there. And speaking of contracts, we have Duane Kilgore's right here. Now, he's not asking for a lot of money, 4 years, 15 million essentially, but then of course, Madden, whenever you go in there, it makes you put up a whole bunch more. Now, here's the thing. We have $108 million in cap room, which is insane. I think we can offer him a little bit more of a deal. We just traded for him. I don't want him to test free agency, so 23.5 million is what it ends up coming out to. He considers that a pretty fair offer. He signed it. We're golden. We've got a running back locked down. I'm happy. Now, along with our starting running back, we've got to get our star receiver, Mario Lindley, who is only 26 years of age, but on that picture, looks like he's about 42. But that being said, he wants a lot of money. Holy crap. 51 million. I guess it is like 9 million a year, so it's not too bad. He's our main guy. We've got to keep him. We have all the cap space in the world, and he still wants more money. Typical wide receiver. Now, something a lot of you guys pointed out is that we weren't actually starting our rookie middle linebacker, Sean Davis, as our starting middle linebacker. We've now fixed that. Alexander is behind him. And then we're also going to move Alexander over here to our left outside linebacker. I guess in theory, we'll put Quan Alexander behind Reuben Foster to make sure that he stays there. And then our backup over here behind Carl Nassib is going to be Cody Barton, because again, the dude's really good. So linebacker now should be a whole lot better. Got our running back, our quarterback still a little bit shaky, but I believe in all the parts that we have. We built a heck of a foundation here. Now, this week, we're going to be facing the Ravens. We're heading into week 4 now. Nevin Wynn. A lot of you guys have made some very funny comments about him. That will Nevin win with Nevin Wynn. So that is a little tough here. Again, we have Scrambler. We have Field General, Strong Arm. We really need him just to be a better passer, deep and medium. So I'm going to focus a lot of our stuff there for him. So overall, it doesn't necessarily improve, but he's a 70 overall in that category now with +1 to awareness, throw accuracy deep, throw under pressure. Those are all needed right now. We also have Duane Sampson, who some of you guys have said to trade him and start Terry McLaurin over him. But don't get it twisted. Duane Sampson actually has superstar ability. So if we get him up to 1 overall higher, which I'm hoping we can do here with Deep Threat, which we just did, he now has a superstar ability unlocked. So there's no reason not to have him as our guy, you know? +1 to catch in traffic, catching and deep route, and +2 to release. And now we get an ability slot with him. Go ahead and check out what he has right here. In, out, elite. So receivers, this ability run sharper routes and catch more consistently while running in and out routes. That is huge. Let's go ahead and test it out. Nevin Wynn, got yourself a weapon. We got a big game today against the 3-0 Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson is cooking this season. Our team, we're 1-2. We're not doing that great, but we got a new running back. We got some guys signed now long term. We got some guys that are improved week over week. And Nevin Wynn, we're hoping the offensive line can block from a little bit better. We have adjusted the all Madden sliders back to 50-50 for everything. I put our QB accuracy up to 55, but everything else is 50 across the board. We'll tweak it throughout the year, but what I had it previously was way too difficult. We're out here with our defense, ready to see if we can do something kind of nice right here. On Alexander. Rushing the quarterback, and oh God, not the first play. Not the first play. Not the first play. Props to Lamar Jackson. He did what he's supposed to do. When there's someone blitzing you, you throw where the blitz is coming from. And that worked out really well for Baltimore as they pick up major yards. Lamar with a perfect pocket. No one's even there. And what a catch by Hollywood Brown. Are you kidding me? How the mighty have fallen. We were a team that was doing so well, and now, not so much. First and 10 inside the red zone now. The blitz is looking good, and what a stop there by the rookie Sean Davis. The heavy formation now. We're going to switch it up and run a little bit of man coverage. Got Callaway coming in on the blitz. They go back to the running back. There's a flag on the play. I'm hoping there's going to be holding on them. Let's see if we can find. Perfect. Holding on the offense. That one is going to come back 2nd and 23. 2nd and 23. Lamar's back under center. The little play action fake. Lamar's out here running. And literally we tried to kill him and the man still got 8 yards. Big play coming up. We're going to try to watch basically the first down marker right now and to see if we can play it safe. Bar and shotgun. Checks underneath. That's actually good news for us. We stop them pretty quickly. They actually lose 2 yards and it's a field goal time for Baltimore. The Baltimore lines up. We're going to see if Super Mario can get a little stop here off the edge. He's blocked 1 so far in his career. Can he make it 2? Maybe, but not on that play at all. That was good. Baltimore takes an early 3-0 lead. I got to admit, I'd be crazy if I didn't try to go ahead and run it. Wait, why is Tyree Daniels in? We'll fix that. But we got to make sure we get Kilgore in the game so that dude can try to run because that's not looking good for Tyree. For whatever reason, Tyree Daniels is in the game. Not exactly sure why. He's not our starting running back, okay? He should not be out there. Give me Kilgore. Put him out there. While we try to figure out where the heck Tyree Daniels is, or excuse me, where the heck Duane Kilgore is, got a 3rd down and 3 trying to pick it up. Give me Duane Kilgore, please. Now, Baltimore has the ball in midfield, and I think it's a blitz time because, again, they've got a pretty heavy package. They go out here to the edge. We get a good stop, making it 3rd down and short yardage. They've been trying to run a lot with that fullback, running back, whatever that guy is, number 38, but it's not working out very well for him. 3rd down and 2, Lamar Jackson. Got a guy in motion. Make jet sweep. They go to the handoff, and it looks like they got that one, if you ask me. The referees definitely agree, and they give Baltimore the 1st down, which, again, rightfully so, they definitely earned that one. Another set of downs. Lamar feeling the pressure, quickly gets rid of it, but we light up Hollywood Brown. Lamar is also a perfect 6 for 6 so far in his passes, so we got to figure out a way to stop him somehow, some way. 2nd and 2. They go out to the flats, and a beautiful throw to the fullback. Honestly, we're just struggling to stop Baltimore. We're going to switch it up to go to man defense now. Imagining a run is coming through. It is. They go for quick check downs, but finally an incompletion from Lamar. 2nd and 10. We're going to try and get a little bit of a blitz going here. Lamar might think it's a fake, but we'll see what we can get. Perfect play call. Reuben Foster in on the tackle in the backfield. Lewis still has negative yards. Big play coming up, 3rd and 13. We're going to drop Foster back in coverage to help us out a little bit. Have Alexander roam the middle. Good Lord. Lamar is insane. Somehow he holds on to that one. And they're going to be kicking a field goal at the start of the 2nd quarter. We've been able to stop their offense for the most part, but our offense has not yet been able to get it going. And look how long they've had the ball. That's the end of the 1st quarter, and they just finished their 2nd drive. We have got to do something more productive than going 3 and out. All right, the good news is Duane Kilgore has awoken. He's back in the game. That's all we really cared about, is having him actually out here to see what he can actually do. And you know what? We'll take 2 yards. He's the guy we hope we can just keep him healthy, and that's all that matters. But I feel like whenever I mention health with a player, I jinx him. 2nd and 8. Lindsey cutting through. Gotta find him. There you go, Lindley. Good play. Way to get that 1st down. It's always good seeing a guy that you just signed to a brand new contract make a play. Also, where's Deron Sampson? Where is he at? We just got him upgraded. Kilgore coming out of the backfield. Okay, we like seeing him in the passing game. The juke moves. We got ourselves a player. I got to admit, seeing him shimmy around a little bit, break a tackle like that, makes me really happy about what he could possibly do. We're trying to get him out here in the open field. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got ourselves a playmaker. Just knowing we have a guy that can go out there and make a couple of plays is so happy. It makes me so happy. 2nd and 4 now. Nevin Winfield, a little bit of pressure. Young fella's going to keep it. Smartly gets out of bounds, picks up 6 yards, and we got another 1st down. Inside the red zone now. Nevin Wynn trying to make a play happen. Honestly, there's a lot of pressure. We had a couple of guys we possibly could have hit, but Nevin Wynn back-to-back 1st down runs. I'm here for it. I'm always going to be here for that. Opportunity is knocking. Will we answer? That's the question. We have no sign of DeAndre Bryant right now. A lot of our guys are completely gassed. Nevin Wynn. Got a guy. Throws him. And he drops it. We're going to put that one on the rain, though. That was actually the first incompletion on the day so far for our guy. See what Nevin Wynn can do here. We're going to put Sampson here in a slant route, possibly. Nice little pump fake. Got him. That's a dot. And look at that. Duane Sampson. We didn't see him on that drive except for that play. And he's got himself a touchdown. Got a 1-point lead. And here in the first half, Baltimore again lining up in a heavy package. Go for the run on the outside. We get a nice hit in the backfield. We are shutting down the running game, which is surprising to say the least. Lamar has been pretty effective, but his running game is not helping him out. So we've been able to sit back in pass coverage pretty much the entire game so far. They throw to the flats, and that running back, is that Ashley Lucas? He's playing like him. So 3rd down and 10 here. And trying to lock up. We got Carl Nassib coming off the edge there on the left-hand side. Lamar back to the play action. He's been super effective with that, and he's throwing Hollywood Brown open. What a dot. Right when you think you got Lamar in the corner, he does that. What a throw. Perfect throw. Back with the running game. A little bit of pressure on Lamar. Lamar's out here trying to run, but the rain has slowed him down a little bit. The rain slowing down Lamar is some of the best news we could have possibly had, to be honest. Got 2nd and 9. And a blitz coming in off the edge with Darby. And go underneath again for the zillionth time, and now it's going to be 3rd and short. Big play coming up right now. Baltimore needs a first down. They've got 2 field goals to show for it so far, being down here. They're going for something big. They find him, and Nelson Aguilar gets him down to the 2-yard line. This is what you might call a dicey play. Baltimore's got the rock. They go for out here for a little bit of a halfback toss. We stop him for a loss of 1. Baltimore again in a heavy package. We got a guy out there, solo dolo on the left-hand side. Watching Lewis for a potential halfback toss. They go for a toss. We've got the edge again, and Lewis still has negative rushing yards today. For the most part, we've done okay sitting in zone coverage. We're actually going to put Barton back in zone as well. Hopefully Lamar doesn't carve us up here. Watching the underneath routes. They go to the back of the end zone. That is dislodged at the last second. Another field goal potentially coming up. The Baltimore lines up for a field goal. We're going to assume they're faking it possibly, so we're going to have a couple guys drive back just in case. Ball is up. It is good, and the best kicker in the game, Justin, he's got that one to drop. We haven't really thrown it deep or tested him out too much, but we're going to play it by ear right here. Now, we got Sampson. Again, his out routes are absolute money. We're going to try to put one. So we're actually going to put him on a out route and then make it a smart route. Perfect. You can get him here even in zone coverage. Oh, yeah. That special ability activated. Get him out of bounds right there. We got a chance to get some points on the board. Seeing Nevin Wynn throw dots like that makes me really happy, too, because that first week was an absolute nightmare, to be honest. Got a guy deep, and it's dislodged at the last second. Big play coming up, 2nd and 10. We got Lindley out there in the edge. And that one's overthrown. Wynn felt too much pressure. Got to remember, we got a young quarterback. He's going to make young quarterback mistakes out here. 3rd and 10. Would love to get a first down to try to keep this drive alive. Limited time on the clock. Nevin Wynn throws a dot, and Lindley's going to grab that one. Let's use our first time out. We got 2 left. 26 seconds left. Clock management is absolutely huge right here. Lindley possibly on that streak route could be money. We're sitting back pretty heavy. We got our tight end. Brian is a monster. Another timeout. Let's use it. Things have gotten extremely interesting now. Right where we want to be. In a really good spot. 20 seconds left from the 15. Nevin Wynn sees some room here. He's going to move up. Nevin Wynn's going to try to get into the end zone. Nevin Wynn is going to cough it up. He's going to cough it up. Baltimore has the ball out here. Would love to get a safety. We didn't even call the defensive play, so we've got a pretty crazy play right now. They go for something that I don't think necessarily worked for them. We're going to use the timeout because I still want that safety. They're lining up. We got a heavy formation right now. If we can get something to stop in the backfield. Their running game has been atrocious. Can we get a stop here? Play action fake for Lamar. He throws a pick. Can we get into the end zone? We get stopped at the 1. Great pick by Williams. But it's not going to be enough. Flex all you want, young fella. We're that close to getting points to the board. So going into halftime, we are down 2. Lamar, we've contained him for the most part. His passing has been electric. Their running game has been horrible. We've got to step it up and get some more points on the board. This week 4 matchup has been pretty crazy so far, but we have got to do something to get points on the board. Defensively, I'm happy with how those guys are playing. Nevin Wynn fumbling on the goal line, not ideal, but Nevin Wynn scrambling out here for a whole bunch of yards. That's the thing that's beautiful. Got to remember, we have a really good running game that we can absolutely use. We don't have to rely on passing it nonstop. Can't get greedy out here. Kilgore out here finding some gaps. Kilgore out here with a juke move. Kilgore's out here going coast to coast on a big run. We've got a running back. We've got a playmaker. We've got a franchise-type player on our team. We simmed a couple of plays that last drive, and apparently Stephon Crockett picked off Lamar Jackson, so we have the ball back here on the 15. Giving it back to Kilgore since he was so electric on that last one, and he goes for a juke move that gets him about 7. From the 8-yard line, second and short now, Win under center. Gonna hand it back off here to Kilgore. Kilgore's gonna find himself some room, tries to truck the defender, gets lit up at the 1. First and goal right now, Baltimore, they know what they want to do, crowding that line of scrimmage. Gonna toss to the left here for Kilgore. Give her some blocking. He's got it. He's into the end zone. The young fella. Back-to-back touchdowns on back-to-back drives. Gotta love it. So we've started to find an offensive identity, and it's definitely through running the football. Whether it's through our quarterback running or our new running back running, it has been fantastic so far. Nice little RPO action here for Baltimore that ends up being a huge loss for them. Lamar knows he has to get something big going on for his team. He cannot end this third quarter being at the same score or down even more. They got Hollywood Brown. We tackle him pretty quickly, and they get those 2 yards they lost back. Huge play coming up. 3rd down and 11. We're trying to lock in here. Their running game has been inefficient. Watching their running back. They go across the middle, and Hollywood Brown continues to shred us across there. While our corners are great, they literally just can't keep up with Hollywood Brown at all. He's too fast. He's too good. He's too skilled. And Lamar is too good of a thrower to leave that guy in single coverage. Following Hollywood deep. They end up going for another check down. End up hitting them pretty hard, and they pick up about 5. Apparently I'm blind because it's 2nd and 3, not 2nd and 5 here. Short yardage for Baltimore. They're looking for a block. They get one. Their running back finally gets some open field, and he gets the most positive yards he's had the entire game. Honestly, it just might be proof that number 38 or any 38 in the league is just not going to be that good. Every once in a while they get a big run, but like Ashley Lucas, you can't rely on him. A good play out here to Aguilar, who picks up 11 now. Lamar has led this team down the field. He's got a good run from his running back, and outside of that, he has been the guy taking charge. They go right back to the run. They find a seam again, and all of a sudden, that running game we talk trash about is looking kind of good. 2nd and short. Press coverage lining up. Lamar tries to draw us offside a little bit. He can't get it, and we're back to stuffing the running game in the backfield. Going with a single high safety now, moving to the left-hand side. Don't really feel any speed on the other side. They go there, we pick it off. What a play. That looks like Quan Alexander in on that one. Big time players making big time plays. We switched up Quan Alexander, so he was not a middle linebacker, moving to the left-hand side, and it's working out incredibly well. He's got multiple tackles today. He's got an interception today. We're here for all of that. And that's Lamar's 3rd interception of the ball game, so we're in the driver's seat at the moment. 2nd and 10, Nevin Wynn dropping back. Got his guy, Brian, underneath. Brian goes up the middle, gets tackled by 2 for after 8 yards. Again, offensively, we haven't really run the ball a ton or passed the ball a ton. We've got a lot of good plays on defense so far, but trying to chew away that clock as little as we can here and there. And look at our guy, Kilgore, almost getting that 1st down. You know, why he didn't get the 1st down, we ended up stopping Baltimore. We get the ball back, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we have perfect field position after a pretty solid punt return. However, our run blocking is taking a really bad step back. 2nd and 11 here for Nevin Wynn. Feeling that pressure. He's going to step up. Young fella, if you do anything, please slide next time. One thing we also haven't done today really is try the read option at all. So we're going to give it a shot here. Let's not try that against Baltimore. One thing we have to remember is that Baltimore probably sees the read option all practice long. And so when we run it, we're not going to run it anywhere close to as good as what their guy Lamar Jackson is going to do. Now look at this. Kilgore outruns his blocker since he's got 98 speed, and he's down to the 5. Kilgore is completely gassed right now. That man is breathing heavy on the screen. So we're going to go ahead and go to a passing play that does not involve him and let him just chill and pass block here. McLaurin on the inside, Hardman on the left. Feeling that pressure, so we're rolling out. He's got his guy. He throws it. Is that a toe tap? It is. Hardman. What a catch. Nevin Wynn. You're attacking the cameraman there, Hardman. But Nevin Wynn, what a throw. That is an absolute dot. The replay shows he had those toes down. I mean, what a throw. What a catch. What a play. Now, there is going to be a booth review. I get it. I understand why you want to do that. But to me, that looked like a pretty perfect play. We don't get really a good look at the shoes there. One more look. I'm seeing 2 feet in bounds. He's dragging that toe. That's a touchdown in my book. So the refs do agree with us, and here we are back on defense. The chance to put this game away. If they get a touchdown here, they still have a remote chance, but I feel pretty optimistic with how our defense is playing. They have set the tone today. I mean, the amount of times that our team has really come out here on defense, put in a lot of work, and got us really good field position because we've held them on offense. It's incredible, but Hollywood Brown all of a sudden goes off the top. And just like that, Baltimore says, hey, we're still in this game. You got too comfortable, relaxed, and Baltimore made us pay. We're going to go ahead and switch this run over here to the left-hand side. Nevin Wynn sees a nice little check on that play. He's got his guy Kilgore again. This dude is so unbelievably fast and so unbelievably strong. 85 yards on just 10 rushes. Incredible. Chewing the clock a little bit now. Nevin Wynn taking his time under center. A little over 4 minutes left. Nice little halfback counter here. Kilgore finds a little bit of room with not a lot of blocking, and he picks up 1. Out here in the Wildcat, McCole Hardman is out here lining up at quarterback. You gotta love it. Put in Lindley in motion. Hardman takes the snap, looking for some blocks. Honestly, that couldn't have went worse. I mean, technically we could have fumbled or something, but that was horrible. Clock's winding down now. Oh, that's not looking good. That is overthrown. Luckily for us, could have been a pick. We will take the punt and hope our defense can lock up. So our punter absolutely did his job. Look at this punt. We put him down to the 1-yard line. Gotta love it. Back in the line. Blitzen trying to get a safety here. Moving a guy in motion. Apparently our guy is psychic and knows exactly where he's going. They end up running, and they actually get one of their solid runs off that. Lamar has a little bit of breathing room, but we still want to put a little bit of pressure. We're going to have a QB contain and a QB spy in case he tries to scramble a little bit. Instead, he throws it right off the hands of Ronald Darby. 3rd down and 5. We're going to get a little bit of a blitz going again here on Lamar. We can feel a little bit uncomfortable if we can. Lamar scrambles, throws a perfect pass across the middle. We light up his tight end, but the 2-minute warning is coming up now. Lamar still knows his team has a chance to win this game, so he's trying to do everything he can with 2 minutes left and all of their timeouts. He throws one that is picked off by Quan Alexander, his 2nd of the day. Hollywood Brown is hot on his heels. He gets him before he gets into the end zone. But a big play by Quan Alexander in his new position. He's thriving. From the 10-yard line, we know we got an opportunity to shine here. They hand it off to Kilgore, who finds his way through. He gets himself down to about the 3-yard line. Baltimore now uses their first timeout. They know if we score here, the game is absolutely a wrap. Hand off to the left-hand side. Kilgore's got some speed, and the young fella with a little bit of swag out there. I see you, Duane Kilgore. Not 1, not 2, 3 touchdowns today. The kid's incredible. At this stage, Baltimore is what we call chuck it mode. They know they have 2 timeouts and a whole lot of points to make up. They've got to do something to do it quick. Lamar, someone comeback routes here. That one's going to work for a 1st down. They're going to stay in the hurry up, however. Lamar throws one, and he overthrows Nelson Aguilar. Lamar has led this team again to 3-0 until this game today, and it's wild that he's thrown 4 interceptions. Maybe it's the rain, but playing at home, you would have expected him to be a whole lot better today. Well, halfback screen's coming up. We got forward a little bit. Lewis, though, however, not fast enough and goes nowhere. They're in 4-down territory the rest of the game. 3rd and 6 now for Lamar. Alexander patrolling. He's been the only guy to really stop him today. He's trying to get the 3rd interception of the day. He cannot, and Andrews is going to get him down to the 31. Again, Baltimore would need a miracle. It's pretty much not going to happen for them, but Lamar is doing everything he can to keep this alive, but he's not going to do it there as he gets sacked by Aaron Stokes. 2 in the clock again. A lot going on. Lamar feels it goes underneath this time, but if you're going to throw it to somebody, don't throw it to Lewis. He's not very good. 3rd down, 15 yards to go. It's looking pretty good right now. Baltimore, however, not giving up hope. Watch the underneath routes. Lamar all the time on the road to throw. Throws one down the field to Andrews. Batted around, nearly picked off, and 4th down's coming up. If you're Lamar, you know that Mark Andrews has to catch that pass. There is no excuse for not catching that one right there. Final play of the game for Baltimore, you have to imagine. A guy across the middle instead. That one is picked off by Ronald Darby. He goes out of bounds, and 5 interceptions a day for Lamar. Nobody thought that was happening. Coming into today, nobody thought we would win this game. Baltimore was the favorite heavy. That guy right there, Duane Kilgore, when he finally got into the game, he made one heck of a difference this afternoon. Recapping the stats today, Lamar Jackson had one of the worst games of his career. Threw 300 passing yards, which is great. Had 1 touchdown, not bad, but 5 interceptions. That's enough to get you benched like your name is Joe Flacco. Nevin Wynn, however, a lot of you guys trolled him. 10 for 14, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. On all Madden, I will take that. Not a lot of yards, but it's still fine. Duane Kilgore, 14 attempts, 111 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was perfect this afternoon. Same amount of attempts for Anthony Lewis. And you can see the yards, not very good. Nevin Wynn, 6 for 71 on the ground, did have 1 costly fumble. And then Lamar Jackson, we held him to 29 rushing yards today. Not bad, it's pretty impressive. In the air, Marquise Brown torched us the entire afternoon, 8 for 150, including a bomb over the top of our defense that we could not stop. He got 1 touchdown. Ronald Nolan, 4 for 25. Anthony Lewis, 4 for 47. I mean, they had pretty much all the top receivers. We had no one higher than DeAndre Bryant, 2 for 30. We had Deron Sampson, 2 for 32 and a touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 1 for 5 yards and a touchdown. Mario Lindley, I know he's a little frustrated right now. We got him on that new contract we're trying to work out, but we have got to get this guy the ball more. He's too good. He's too talented. He needs to be involved. On defense, Stephon Crockett went off, 9 tackles, 3 of those for loss, 1 interception. Aaron Stokes, 9 tackles, 2 for loss, 1 sack. And then Ronald Darby, 6 tackles and a pick to essentially seal the game at the end of it. Sean Davis, the safety, a couple out there. Sean Davis, the rookie, starting at middle linebacker now, 5 tackles, 2 for loss. He played well. But shout out to our guy, Quan Alexander. He had 2 tackles today, but he had 2 picks. Both of them were absolutely huge. Not everyone was sold on us going out there and getting another running back and getting rid of Ashley Lucas. A lot of you guys said, look, he's a superstar X Factor. He's got a lot of potential. You might as well try to keep him. Some of you guys might have said, go ahead and ship him out of here because he's absolute trash. But look, got Duane Kilgore. We got lucky with that they accepted that deal, but the fact that they did is franchise changing. Our team was on the verge of being 1-3, but he single-handedly led this team on offense to dominate the competition. Baltimore could not get anything done on our defense, which is huge. Our corners have stepped up, our linebackers have stepped up, and things are starting to click a little bit. Yes, we're only 2-2 on the year, but it feels right now